Hello. Oh my goodness. I mean, where do I begin? Hi. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Summer Monet. I am so excited to be back. For all of you who have been with me on this journey for up until this point now, I want to just say first, before I say anything else today, thank you so much for continually supporting me. I've been gone for quite some time, and I honestly have so many things that I just want to get into, but I'm not even gonna start there yet. I will say though, today you see me in a new setup because I bought a house. I bought a house with my partner, and I'm really just blessed. I'm grateful, and I have so many things I want to update you guys on. And I was considering for like at least 2 to 3 weeks at this point. I was like, what's gonna be my first video back? I did ask you guys on my Instagram. If you aren't following me there, please make sure to do so. I'm gonna leave it here at the bottom of the screen and then also in the description box below. But I had asked you guys, did you want me to have my welcome back video, a video of me talking about manifesting this house that we bought together? I bought a house and I moved out of state. That's something else. I know in the last video that I posted, I was talking about that, or at least a couple videos ago, I was talking about, I'm just trying to figure out with my partner what we want to do, how we want to align our futures together, and things of that nature. I will share with you, it was very hectic since March, I want to say. Like, my life has kind of been like all over the place, in the best way possible, though, I have to be honest with you. So yeah, on that poll, you guys wanted me to talk more. It was 3 options. It was talking about the energetic field that we're in right now through cards. It was talking about my life update, or it was me talking about how I manifested this house. I'm not going to talk too much. I decided that I want to talk more about the energy that we're experiencing right now. I am definitely going to be doing cards for us today, so I'm really excited about that. I know you guys were really looking forward to that too. And also, I'm back to doing my readings. I have stopped doing them for quite some time, but I really saw the impact that I have on you guys. Like, a lot of you messaged me asking me if I can do a reading for you. And I'm not fully settled in our house yet, even though we've been living here since May. I am still getting into the rhythm of things, but I found the opportunity to start my readings up again. So I'm really excited for that. So if you don't know already, please make sure to check out my Wizio in the link in the description box below, as well as here at below the screen, if you do want a personal reading from me. Or you can just reach out to me via Instagram, send me a DM, and then we can kind of talk through there if you don't want to do it through Wizio, because I know Wizio can be funky sometimes as far as the payment method. So we can always discuss, the reading, payment method, and anything else that you want to discuss. The best way to reach me is either my Instagram or my email address, which will also be in the description box below. So I did as my welcome back to making videos, I did do like $10 readings. So make sure that you're following me on Instagram so you never miss out on that, because I do those randomly. Sorry about that. My partner wanted to show me these birds that live out here. They're freaking huge. So he just wanted to show me that really quick while he took a quick walk around our community. But so yeah, I don't remember where I was just speaking about, but I'm really excited to start over with you. I think that life definitely, it's my Saturn return, and I definitely express that to you all. I definitely feel like life has led me and is leading me to where I really want to be. I'm also going to be really honest with you all. I have not manifested specifically in a very, very long time. It has been at least over 6 months at this point where I have not written down a manifestation I want. What I have been doing is more so like praying I've been praying more. I think surrender has been my theme this year, in the sense of like, I know what I want, but I'm not so tight on that. I have to be honest and say, I know I'm always talking about manifesting and getting things that you do want in your life, but I'm also going to be honest with you. It's okay to take a step back sometimes. It's okay to withdraw your control. Because I find that I really wanted to see what God had for me. I know what I want, but I wanted to see what God had for me. I wanted to see where He was going to lead me. I definitely was having a lot of conversations about, if this is meant for me, it will happen. If this is meant for me, it will be easy. If this is meant for me, it will flow like water. And when I say easy, I don't necessarily mean there will be no trial and tribulations, but I will say it will not be so difficult to get what I want. So that's just where I've been. So I know I'm giving you a little bit of a life update, but I'm definitely going to get into some cards. I'm not going to do too deep of a card reading. I just really want to give you a little bit of everything in one video. We did get this house through hard work. I really want to give more shout out to my partner for really allowing this to happen for us. Like, he definitely put me in a place of prospering in my life. He's definitely a great provider. He's definitely a great supporter in my life. So I really thank him for that. And, I'm really blessed that he's a piece to my puzzle in abundance and prosperity and blessings in my life, for sure. So that's just a little bit of what's been going on. I don't think that I'm going to actually do a house tour. I'm sorry. Only because I feel like I really want my home to be very sacred to me and us and our baby Bungie. My dog, really. I don't have a baby yet. But I really want to keep it sacred until most things, like, we kind of got everything together, but we're still building and we're still adding to our home to make it more cozy and tailored to us. It's been so great. My boyfriend surprised me with my mom. One day I came in and I was like, oh my God, like, I couldn't believe it. It was like she visited us for 4th of July weekend, so that was really nice. He surprised me with her because he had a work trip, and then like he came home with her and I was like, what the F? You know what I mean? I was like, how? So definitely blessed that he's a part of my life and making everything happen with more ease and flow, for sure. So let's talk more now about what's going on in our world. So today is August 3rd. Today marks the Aquarius Full Moon. If you do hear a little bit whimpering, it's Bungie. He wants to kind of leave the room, but I'm here focused with you guys. So it's August 3rd. It's an Aquarius full moon. The energy that I'm really getting, actually, I'm gonna go handle that. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Aquarius full moon. What I'm getting from it, let's look at Aquarius in general. Aquarius, I want to say, is a very humanitarian sign. It's air sign. I'm lying. It is an air sign. Why am I blanking on that right now? When I tell you guys how long it's been, I'm like really serious. I've been so out of touch with but me being honest with you about how out of touch I have been with moon cycles, with all that stuff, it doesn't take away what's within me. Like even my first reading back of doing readings in over 9 months, it was so on point. Like, the person was just like, oh my God, like, it doesn't even matter how long you're not doing these things, it's still a part of you, and it's like your gift, So I'd say that to say, feel safe in your life when you feel like life is telling you not to manifest, not to be in tune with all these little things, and just to live, because that's really what I think I've been doing. I've just been like really living, not to say without focusing and without focusing on the good and without putting out my intentions, but I've really just been stepping away and just being in my own, and just trusting that all is well, trusting that the energy in the air is still within me, it's still around me, and it's still something that I can benefit from and learn from. So again, no matter how out of touch you feel, you're still in tune. That's just basically what I'm trying to say. But with this Aquarius full moon, I really feel as though also with Venus retrograde happening right now, I feel like life is telling us to tune back into us. I know Aquarius is the sign of, you know, making that way, leading the path, and new age. I mean, you guys also hear about all this alien stuff going on at this time because we are in the age of Aquarian. So you're going to see things come up that have been kind of hidden. I mean, even us having, you know, this country rather having its Pluto return, it's like you're going to see things crumble. It is going to be a tower moment. You're going to see a lot of things in your life right now kind of take a different shape. And I really just want you to go with it. It can be difficult. It can be, you know, it can be coming at your ego, right? It's like you think you know, but you have no idea. You know what I mean? With Venus retrograde, I feel like, yes, it's the typical exes coming back. It's the typical people breaking up. But what's underneath that? Underneath that is figuring out what you love, what you're accepting, what your boundaries are, giving yourself grace for allowing things in your past that you know, allowed that kind of went over your boundaries. It's really asking you, like, what do you love? What makes you forget about time? And I keep saying that in so many videos, but it's always valid, right? What do you love doing? How do you give love? How do you receive it? How do certain emotions come up, and how do you handle that when it comes to love, right? And I feel like with this Aquarius full moon, going back to that, I also feel like it's asking you, how can you prosper so much in a way that will allow you to help others prosper? What is your purpose? What do you want to be of service doing? That's what I really feel. I also feel like this Aquarius full moon is asking us to redirect our lives. Not to say what you're currently doing is not good, but it's also saying there's more to it. That's just what I'm getting. Without any cards, I have not done a single reading on this Aquarius full moon. I'm just expressing to you what I've been noticing in my life and what the people that I'm closest to are also experiencing. So before I talk any more, because I feel like this video is going to be a long one, I'm going to give gratitude for you being here with me. I'm definitely going to put timestamps below so that you can watch specifically what you want to watch and not waste your time. But before I start this reading, I just want to say you are safe. You are loved. You are seen, you are heard, and you are guided at all times, and all is well. You know, I think a lot of people too are having a little bit of a hard time with adjustment, or they're not speaking their truth. A couple of readings, I've been getting a lot of blocked throat chakra. I mean, a lot of that I've been noticing. So I'm going to remind you, speak your truth. You know, sing more. Sing songs that make you feel great. Be more in your childlike energy is what I'm also going to say. And as it being an air sign for Aquarius, be more light in your life. Just go with the wind, flow with everything. Like, just be airy. You know, that's really what I want to say. And again, it's a full moon, right? So it's like, yes, things are going to come up. Things are going to be illumined for you to fix them. That is the spiritual work. Another thing I'm also seeing a lot in the readings I've been doing lately is do not stoop down to the level that people are giving to you. Perfect example. It's like, be the bigger person. And I say that a lot. But if someone is not meeting you where you're at, don't meet them where they're at, right? If they can't meet you at this level up here, don't stoop down. Stay where you're at, or go even higher to show them, to showcase to them that you don't have to treat me well for me to treat you well. And that's where the spiritual work's gonna come in. That's where the difficulties lie, because it's like your ego says, well, if they did me wrong, I have to do this, or if they made me feel this way, I have to do this. And I think life is telling us, no, always move with love, always move with grace, because that is the superpower. That is where you show God exists. That is where you show, you know, the power of love, right? So release emotional baggage is something I'm getting a lot, and step in tune to who you are. Stay in that place. You might see me look here a lot because our backyard's a forest. It's so cool. Oh my God. Um, it's so cool living out here. Just being more in nature and connecting to God is really, really nice. So if you see me looking out there a lot, that's why. It's eye catching for sure. Um, but yeah, so just do that more. Stay in your power is really what I want to say. Stay in your light, because it's needed. You know, everyone's going through something. Everyone is. And I know you are too, but show them that even if they're going through something, there's still goodness in life. Even if people treat you in a way you don't like, you can still provide goodness because you're there to remind them good still does exist. You know, that's the superpower. So enough chatting. Let's get into today's reading about the full moon. Is like, this is it. I don't have much to say, but to be honest about what's going on. Okay, so as you guys can see, I was able to shuffle a bit, and I don't know if you guys noticed through that shuffle, like I was getting, like as I was shuffling, the energy that I was hearing was, because I kept asking I was asking the cards, I said, what is the message for all of us collectively through this Aquarius full moon? And it was concise. I feel like it was like there's just one message you need to know. It's nothing more. It's just, this is it. Versus, you know, when I get a lot of cards, it's like it can be so many things to give focus to and to work through. But in this reading, we got one card from each deck, and I used my Moonology deck as well as my Soul's Journey, because I wanted to know what's the lesson we need during this time. What is the lesson that we are going to be able to benefit and learn from during this time? And especially when it's a moon reading, I'm always going to follow through with my Moonology deck. So the first and only card that Spirit really wanted us to understand during this time is balance, spirituality, and practicality. It's full moon in Pisces. It's full moon energy, and Pisces again is water. So I think it's blue. What did I tell you guys about your throat chakra? Okay. Here, what I'm getting is balance was something that also came up in a lot of readings this last week. Yes, be practical about what you want. Yes, you need a plan. Yes, you need to go about it in a way that is logical and that makes sense, but also remember the power of God. Remember the power of Spirit. Remember the power of the universe, right? It's about give and take. Like I was sharing with you guys earlier, even though I took a step back in my practicality, or actually, even though I took a step back in specifically manifesting, I was still practical about the things. Like I still was saving money. I was still doing the legwork with getting this house. But I also knew spiritually that I will receive everything that I want. The money will come to me for me to purchase certain things that I do want. But it's the balance of both. It's like you can't just pray about what you want. I mean, that's tough for me to say, even to you, because I sometimes feel like all I have to do is pray about it. But realistically, yes, I do pray about it, but then I also take action when I feel the need to take action to do something. You know, you can't just journal and do nothing. You have to take steps forward. So I think life is saying you can have what you want, but it's the balance of knowing that, yes, I am going to lead you. I'm going to help guide you. I'm going to give you that push. I'm going to present doors to you, but you have to open those doors at the right time. So that's what I got with that. Pisces is water. Pisces is fish. So, you know, Does that resonate with anyone? Does fish resonate for anyone out there right now? Maybe someone is just battling something with a water sign, because I know Venus retrograde is also a thing. So I'm not really hearing much else with that. I'm just hearing it's about the balance. It's about yin and yang energy. That's what I'm really getting for that. And then at the top of the deck, as you guys know, I always read that. Top is what we know, bottom is what we don't see. So we know, right? It's a full moon. What do we usually do? We release during this time. So we did get, what do you need to release? Waning moon. Waning is when the moon is actually going from full back to new, right? It's like decreasing. It's illumination. Sorry about that. What do you need to release? For me in my life personally, I believe for me right now, it's my ego. I also feel it's my need to be right, or my need to want to control. Because I definitely feel like I've been so laid back in certain things, and I felt like I need to get back into controlling. But I think it has to make sense. Like, it has to flow. Like, you can't control everything, because then when you try to control it, it's coming off as you don't trust. You think you are the only one who can do it, and that's not true. I need you guys to remember this little thing. Look at your life and think about all the intricate ways and all the moving pieces God, universe, the sky had to do for you to get that. And that's why you don't need to have control. At least for me, that's what I'm getting, right? It's like, I don't need to have control, because look at that. Life will do more for me than I can possibly do on my own by myself. So that's what's coming up for me. So what's coming up for you? Do you have to release emotional baggage? Do you have to release thinking about something that doesn't benefit you, or feeling an emotion that doesn't benefit you? Do you have to release people out of your life? Do you have to release work? I actually have just changed jobs. I don't know if I even told you guys. Oh, I haven't. So many things. But I have a new job where I'll be working from home, and it's just going to make my life flow like with more water, like more ease. I had to release my last job. I had to do a lot of releasing. I had to release a need, that need of saying, I need this. I need a new job. I need to do that. I literally let that go. And I was like, if God wants me to have this, he's going to present it to me. And this new work that I, have in my life now is something that came to me. It fell into my lap. I did not chase. And that's something else I feel I stopped doing. Like I was telling you guys, like surrendering since like November, really. I really just been surrendering to life and letting life guide me to where I need to be, not where I think I need to be. And then underneath, what we don't see. And this card, before I even show it to you, goes back to when I said, be you. Stay in your truth. Don't meet people below you. If people are above you, in the sense of, if you are attracted to someone's energy, if you're attracted to how they present themselves, meet them there, right? Go higher, soar for more. Don't go beneath you. Be the real you. Show people what it's like to be in love with this universe, to be in love with the way things flow, to just enter a room and be like, damn, your energy is so awesome. Like, what is that? It's me, This card says, oh my God. Show the world the real you. I'm going to try and concentrate. Full moon in Aquarius, y'all. I can't make this up. I can if I wanted to. I'm so enlightened by that. I'm going to read you the damn booklet, because that's awesome. Full moon in Aquarius. The booklet says, this card brings a message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's not a bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems to be a frightening prospect. If you've been holding back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what makes you special. In a relationship, you are being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Attune to the moon. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Additional meanings of this card: don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. What have I been saying? A friend needs you. Be there for them. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. And the teaching of this card is every full moon is a time to release and let go, but the addition of Aquarian energy to the mix triples that message. Aquarius is the opposite of clingy, and pulling this card at any time suggests either you need to let go or someone is thinking they are the ones who need to let go, perhaps of you. What needs to go? What is the right thing to do? Whatever happens next could be highly unconventional or unexpected. What have I been saying? What have I been saying? The opposite of clingy, the opposite of being attached. So legit, let it go. That's just like what I'm really getting. Now, the lessons that this moon is telling us to do is to be disciplined. Okay, we got purple, we got blue, throat again, third eye is here, yellow is sacral, green is heart. It says discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. I love that. What did I say Aquarius? Aquarian energy is, it's like establishing a path, creating the path, leading. I get a lot of leadership from Aquarius energy. So also Aries. But what are you going to set your mind to so that the next 6 months you see the manifestation, you see the progression of what it is? And I want you to know, no matter how many times you change your mind about something, that's fine. As long as you set your mind to it, as long as you are determined. And discipline is what? Repetition. It's ritual. It's routine. So create that. Is it every morning you wake up at this time, you do these 1, 2, 3 things? Is it every time you approach someone and you have a certain type of conversation, you're disciplined in how you react to it, how you respond to it? Is it discipline to say every time a thought that's not so good comes in your mind, how do you say, you know what, I see you, but you're like a thought bubble and you're going to go away? Be disciplined in that instead of being attached to the emotion, being attached to the thought, attached to this feeling. It's fickle. Feelings are fickle, okay? Like, that's one thing I really learned too. Yes, they mean a lot to us. Yes, they can tell us a lot moving forward, but they're fickle, right? They change. What does that mean for you? What do you want to be more disciplined in? How do you want to showcase that you are disciplined in your life? So that's what I got. At the top of the deck, as always, is what we see. And doubt came up. The affirmation is, I release the need to know all the answers. There was a Yogi Tea message I got, and it was saying there's purpose in a pathless road, or there's purpose in a pathless way, or something like that. Just walk. Yes, it's great to know the destination. Yes, it's great to know the outcome. Yes, it's great to know what you want to get out of something. Release the need to know all the answers. You don't have to know. And the ego, again, is what comes up to tell you what you think you need to know. The ego comes up to say, yes, you do need this thing. Yes, it has to be this way. And life is like, no, that's really not true. That's really not true. So release the need for it, okay? Underneath what we don't see, something I've been talking about before I even dealt these cards, like I said, just tuning into the energy, empathy is what came up as our lesson. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Conflict, right? Disagreement. How do you deal with that? Are you automatically defensive when someone says something that you don't agree with? Or are you compassionate to saying, that's interesting that you see it like that? Or are you like, ugh, why do you see it like that? You know what I mean? I was saying everyone's going through something, but show them the way. Show them that the way is to have compassion with differences. Show them that even if they're acting in a way you don't like, it's okay. I'm still going to stand in my power. I'm still going to stand in my truth and be who I want to be. And I'm still going to love you. Even if we don't think the same, do the same, act the same, or see something the same. Because that's what makes us all beautiful, right? The uniqueness, the unique way that we think, that we feel, that we take action. So let me know what you guys think about this reading today. I know this video is probably over 30 minutes, but I'm blessed and I'm grateful that you spent this time with me. And go in the comment sections below and voice to me. Let me know which card specifically resonated with you. Let me know how you're going to take charge. Let me know how you want to be disciplined. Let me know how you're going to be more empathetic. Or don't even talk to me about it. Journal it. Write it down. How are you going to show the world the real you? How are you going to be able to give to your spirituality and your practicality? How are you going to be able to get rid of doubt? How are you going to trust life more? How are you going to be different? How are you going to respond to an unexpected or unconventional outcome? How do you respond to something that doesn't go with the plan? And the best way I can answer that is just lead with your heart. Again, as an air sign, air sign is in the head a lot. That's something I have to be honest with, especially as a Gemini and a Libra rising. I can be in my head a lot, but then I remind myself, why am I here? It's so small, it's so tight. Like the heart, though, it's so expansive. It can do so much more than what my mind can do. So sit with that. Let me know how that feels. And we're gonna get through it together. We have been, and we will continue to. And if you can't take anything else from today's video, just take that you always know. You always know how to make the best decisions for you. You always know how to move forward. You always know how to progress. And you always know how to reflect also. And another thing I want to tell you all is it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to learn from them. And it's okay to have compassion for choices you've already made, for mistakes you've made. You know why? Because you know more now than you did then. So my battery's dying. So that's my time. I love you all so very much. I continue to send my love, my light, and my grace to each of you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.